Welcome to Chad Hates Carbs. Today we're going to do some keto breakfast biscuits. I'm going to use my silicone muffin, so they're kind of more muffins, but we're going to pretend that they're biscuits because I don't have biscuit forms. Regardless, this is a fairly simple one, so let's get started. So here we have 1 ounce of cream cheese and 1 cup of shredded mozzarella. I had this in the freezer, so I was defrosting it, but we're going to stick this in the microwave until all this stuff mixes together. We got to check it about every 30 seconds. Okay, so that's after 30 seconds, and you can see it's all after I mixed it, stirred it up a little bit. Everything's incorporated. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 egg, and we're going to take 1/2 cup of almond flour. We're going to mix that stuff together. Let me get a spatula here. Get this stuff all incorporated, and this is fathead pizza dough. It's kind of a well-known combo in the low-carb, high-fat community. But here I'm obviously doing a half recipe because they said that there's going to be more dough than I need, and I don't even need the number of servings that they have on the recipe. So we're just going to go ahead and get that all mixed in. Okay, so now that I've got the almond flour and the egg mixed, at this point what we're going to do is we're going to add this mixture in here. And this is the part that's a little bit tough to do. I haven't made fathead pizza dough in a long time. I don't think I've done it on the channel at all. It's kind of tough to get this all mixed in, so you really have to work at it. You just got to keep cutting and working and cutting and working. And a lot of times I cheat and use my hands, so we'll come back once we've got this all incorporated. Okay, so the next bit says to dust it in almond flour and stick it in the refrigerator for a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and dust it. Not exactly sure how much dusting is, but that's a lot. So let's hope that that's what they meant. Form it into a ball. So maybe that's just so that it makes it a little bit less insanely sticky, because it's really, really sticky. And that's a ball. Just slap that on there and dust it some more, I guess. Oh hey, there's more actual dough. Stick it on the. All right, there we go. So now we're gonna roll this up, and we're gonna stick it in the fridge until it firms up. Not exactly sure what that means, but we'll see in a few minutes. All right, so I decided to stick it in the freezer for a little bit because I started waiting. So this is firm enough. That's just my call. So anyway, at this point what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to take this and stick it into a muffin tin or a biscuit tin or whatever, but I'm not doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a chunk of the dough, kind of flatten it out, stick it in the bottom of this muffin container, and I'm going to do that with all of these. And then the next thing you do is you stick a piece of cheese. I've got regular cheddar cheese here. And then you want to take some breakfast sausage, which I browned up here a little bit ago. Stick some of that breakfast sausage in there. And then, oops, get a piece of cheese on this one. I'm just going to show you kind of how I'm doing it, and then I'm going to do it off camera. Stick some of that in there. Get that kind of balanced out a little bit. And then I'm going to take another piece of dough, stick it down on top. Obviously the goal here is to kind of cook that stuff into the middle. So we have it's like a sandwich. Hence the word breakfast sandwich. This dough is super sticky. That is the downside of it. why normally you want to roll it out and stuff, but I'm not doing that. So at any rate, once you got it kind of where you want it, then you're going to stick it in the oven at 400 degrees, and then you eat them. So 400 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes, and I'll come back whenever we've got them done. Full disclosure, as you can see, I had to steal some from here. When you make a half a recipe, you're not going to get 8. The estimates were way off. Anyway, we're going to stick these in the oven and we'll see how they turn out. Alright, that's 12 minutes. Let's see what it looks like. Definitely cheesy. Pretty good. Alright, we will let that sit for a second then, and come back and check them out whenever they're, cool enough to eat. Alright, so let's try these bad boys. I've got these color coded. These are the cheddar ones, and these are the Swiss cheese ones. So I'm just going to turn those out. And you can see that they actually do stick together pretty good. I was afraid that with not having them fully surrounded that they would cause a problem, but in the recipe they call for sausage patties, but I didn't have sausage patties, and I did have this sausage that I needed to use, so, That is delicious. I'm really excited right now. I gotta say, a lot of stuff is like, yeah, it's just alright. These are really good. 10 out of 10. Wow. And that Swiss cheese, I think I like the Swiss even better. Got that nice edge to it. Amazing. Not really sure what words I can use here. If you like low carb food, you need to go make these right now because they're awesome. And what else is there to say? Go make them now. So anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.